Friday Night Football is brought to you by iwantsmart.com, local HVAC experts. Welcome to Friday Night Football on 13 WREX, your sports authority.
It's time for a Week 9 edition of Friday Night Football. It all comes down to tonight. It's win or stay home for the playoffs for one team in our game of the week. Plus, the Nick 10 conference title gets decided tonight.
We gotta get stops, man.
And Lena Winslow takes on an old rival to close out the regular season. We're heating up for Week 9.
Welcome to a Week 9 edition of Friday Night Football. I'm Derek Bain. He's Eric Graver. This is it now, the final week of the regular season as we gear up for the playoffs.
And we got some big games tonight, including our game of the week, which is a must-win for a team with playoff aspirations.
Friday Night Football's Game of the Week is brought to you in part by Feldco.
Rockford Lutheran needs a win to become playoff eligible, taking on rival Winnebago, picked up its 5th win last week. No score after the first quarter, but in the second, Winnebago marches down the field. The quarterback, Alec Weevil, does it himself the rest of the way. He's in the end zone for the first touchdown of the game. Lutheran looking to respond in the next drive, and their young freshman does just that. Gavin Sanders, the running back, goes all the way. Tie game now in the final minute of the first half. On 4th down, Winnebago looking to keep a drive going. Alec Weevil scrambling around. He's looking to pass, but it is broken up. And now Lutheran, they're going to get a chance at some points. King Hughes, the quarterback, drops back, hits David Ballard III. And look at the wheels on DB3, taking a slant all the way to the house. So Lutheran up 14-7 heading into the half. In the third now, Crusaders looking for some insurance, trying to pad that lead, and Arlen Moore Jr. does just that. That makes it a 21-7 game now. First-year head coach Jeff Ludke, gotta love what he's seeing from his squad as they get closer to the playoffs. This is the play that would put it away. Alec Weevil on the move. It's Ballard III again. Huge interception for the Crusaders. They shut down Winnebago in the second half. Crusaders playoff eligible for the first time since 2016 with a 21-7 win.
First time in 6 years, and I'm going to tell you what, these kids deserve it. They were close last year, and they came around and did a great job for us, for the school, for themselves, so super happy for that. Gosh, we worked hard this week. We knew kind of what they were going to do, and we executed pretty well. We had a good 3 days of practice. The kids were focused, so that's how you win.
So Crusaders are playoff eligible. Big win for them.
Elsewhere, Stillman Valley trying to put a bow on an undefeated regular season, taking on a tough Genoa Kingston squad, and the Cardinals with the halftime lead looking for more. Braden Engel, though, loses it. Connor Grimm of the Cogs falls on it, and they take over on Stillman's 30. And Genoa Kingston makes them pay. Brody Engel dives into the end zone for the 1-yard touchdown, giving them a 25-21 lead in the second half. The cheerleaders hoping to maybe provide a little boost for the Cardinals. Into the fourth quarter we go. Cale Rauman hands it off to Johnny DeClerc, and well, he does not look back. He is gone. 34-yard touchdown. Actually, that's Porter Needs right there on the score as they get the lead back. And yeah, they are feeling good in Stillman Valley. The Rowdy Crowdy hoping they can put it away, but the Cogs offense answers. Nathan Kleba to Traven Atterbury, who powers across the goal line. That proves to be the game winner as Genoa Kingston wins it 32-28. Stillman finishes with an 8-1 record.
What a win for Genoa Kingston. Byron looking for its 8th straight win to close out the regular season, hosting Rockford Christian, and the Byron defense getting the takeaway on the first drive. That's a fumble recovery. They're set up for points early. They're going to get points early. James Cone, the senior running back, goes right up the middle. They're going to go for 2, and Everett Wichman scrambling around. Season opening, and he's in for an early 8-0 lead. And Byron all over Rockford Christian with a 62-0 win.
So Byron and Stillman both 8-1 records to finish out the regular season. And we've had lots of good football so far. Still to come. We head to the Nick 10 where the conference title still needs to be decided as well. More highlights when F&F returns right after this break.
You're watching Friday Night Football!
Belvedere North lost its sole possession of first place last week when Harlem beat the Blue Thunder, but they could still win a Nick 10 title. The Blue Thunder on the road at playoff-bound Guilford, so a good matchup for both of these teams heading into the postseason. Early first quarter, North running it, but Guilford linebacker Devion Black just rips it away. Give me that ball. Takes it the other way, and he is gone for the defensive touchdown. Huge play less than 2 minutes into the game. for a 6-0 Vikings lead, and the fans decked out in pink. And they had a lot to cheer about here in the first half. North on the toss, that's a fumble. Guilford's Marquez Jordan recovers it. The Vikings driving. 4th down from midfield, they go for it. Skylar Wolf avoiding the pressure. He fires across his body to Makai Doby in traffic. He knows how to go snatch that ball out of a crowd. Guilford then goes to the jet sweep to LaDamian Hoffman. And he goes airborne into the end zone, flips in for the score. It's a 14-0 lead after the 2-point conversion. Guilford honoring state runner-up golfer Kayla Silent in this one. And the Vikings defense playing strong. Jackson Noakes with the pick. They force 4 turnovers in the first half. Guilford wins it 14-7 to finish the regular season 7-2.
The Guilford defense looking real good late in the season. Boylan looking to claim the conference title outright, taking on Freeport. The Pretzels getting a little tricky early on. Diedrich Macon is there to throw it downfield. He hits Deshaun Werner all the way down to the 27-yard line. Nice little trick play from the Pretzels. But Boylan's defense looking to hang strong on 4th down. Bryce Tessendorf looking for Macon, but a little miscommunication. That leads to a turnover on downs, and Boylan would answer quick. Connor Dennis looking for his favorite target, Mark Harris. We've seen that all year. Wide open in stride. Boylan will go on to win this one, 41-20.
They are the Nick 10 champions. And Harlem looking to capitalize off its big win last week, taking on Belvedere, and the Bucks backed up. The toss hits the ground. They recover. That's a safety. The prayer hands go up. It's 2-0 Harlem in the first quarter. Tony Ambrosio pacing the sideline for the Bucks, but Harlem going to the air. Austin Redmond, he finds DeAndre Young with a nice touch over the top of the defense as the Huskies roll in this one, 43-6.
Hononegah looking to take some momentum into the playoffs, hosting the Auburn Knights. They're going to start late in the second. Indians are going to hand it off to Old Reliable. Luke Poppy will have an open lane with help from the blockers. That puts the score at 21-0. Student sections had a lot to cheer about all season from Hononegah. Next drive, the Indians hand it off to Eston Fisher. He's taken down, and see longtime Hononegah coach Bill Heller looking out at the field for the last time. Back to the ground game again as the Indians. Fisher misses a tackle before being taken down, but he is in the end zone for the score, and the Indians win it 44-12 to move into a 3-way tie for second in the Nick 10.
And Easton Jefferson wrapping up their seasons with a rivalry game, and give it up for Tyler Gaines. He broke Jefferson's single-season touchdown record in this one. Sebastian Bracious, then he finds Randy Johnson. Great grab to get the feet down. Cuts it to a 20-16 East lead after the 2-point conversion. Jake Arnold, he's enjoying this group of Jayhawks. They always fight for him. East with the rare pass. Twain Phillips going deep to Jameer Williams over the top. Big pickup. He's finally pushed out inside the 5-yard line. And the E-Rabs, they go to the ground to punch this one in. Twain Phillips keeps it himself, and how about those linemen just giving him the shove across the goal line. East takes a 26-16 lead with 8 minutes to go, but Jefferson never say die. Joey Alvarez into the end zone. The Jayhawks come back to win it in overtime, 38-32. We've had lots of good football so far. We're not done yet. We head to the NUIC for some big games to wrap up the regular season. More highlights plus our play of the week when F&F returns right after the break.
You're watching Friday Night Football on Channel 13.
Lena Winslow is looking to cap off an undefeated run through the regular season. The Panthers, though, facing an old rival to close it out. Forreston welcoming the Panthers to town for the regular season finale. We're going to pick this one up on the first play of the second half. After the halftime show, the Panthers already up 14-8. When Gage Dunker takes the handoff, he's going to fight through the tacklers. Breaks it off, and he takes it all the way. They can't push him out of bounds. That's a touchdown, but oh, wait, is it? Flag has to bring that one back. So, yeah, that's how it goes sometimes. Dunker and the Panthers, though, later in the third from 5 yards out, he's going to get himself into the end zone. No flags there. That one counts. Gage, we'll give you that one there. They're stopping the 2-point try. It's 20-8. Forreston trying to respond. Brock Smith's pass falls incomplete, and a turnover. And the very next play for Lee Wynn, Jake Zeal goes the distance as Lena Winslow puts it away with a big second half, 28-14 to finish undefeated.
Dupec hosting Stockton, another NUIC action. Rivermen start off with the ball, hand it off to Jalen Nowd, who finds a lane. He's going to go all the way to the score, the first of many touchdowns in this game. The Rivermen student section loving it with the pink out. The Rivermen, they would go on to win it 41-12.
Good momentum for them heading into the playoffs. Dakota and Fulton looking to improve their playoff seeding with a big matchup in Week 9. Running right out for this one. First quarter, Dakota with the ball. Caden Niedermeyer keeps it himself, finds a lane before getting brought down. Niedermeyer then getting the play call sent in. Dakota, though, would lose the ball as Fulton, they get the big win. The Steamers take it 48-26 as they knock off the Indians. So Steamers finishing the season 7-2.
In 8-man action, Polo taking on Aquin. The little cheerleaders taking in the action on a warmer night. Aquin with the ball, starting to try and get something going. Aiden Wolf finds Brant Carlson over the middle for a nice gain. That Polo defense, they came to play, and Brock Salto and Avery Gnoble in on the stop. Marcos force a turnover on downs. Polo would get the win, 66-22.
And in the Interstate 8, Rochelle and RichmondBurton playing for the conference title in Week 9. RichmondBurton comes out of the gate strong. Joseph Miller, the quarterback, hands it to Steven Siegel, putting the Rockets up early on. Rochelle, though, they're trying to even up the score. The Hubs give it to our athlete of the week, Garrett Gensler. He gets the first down, moving the chains. The Hubs, though, would have to give the ball back, and it's deja vu. Siegel again bringing RichmondBurton's lead to 14. The Hubs would make this a game. They kind of fought back in this one with the cheerleaders cheering them on. But a little too much RichmondBurton. The perennial powers win it 41-20. Hubs finishing the season at 7-2.
And for our game of the week, photographers looked all over the area for the best play. And how about this to close out the first half in our game of the week? David Ballard III for the touchdown.
So big win for Lutheran. We'll have all your playoff matchups coming up tomorrow night.